Nani Marie. Got it locked every Thursday. Dressed for music. 1300.
Hello. I'm back once again. It's the second week. It's Dress for Music. How is everybody? I hope everybody had a good weekend or week. All right. So it's 1300 a.m. You can check me out on the internet, WRCR.com. Click that listen live button in the top right-hand corner of your screen, or you can download the Live 365 radio app on your phone. Keyword 1300 Rockland, and you can take me anywhere you want. Get at me on Twitter at I am Nani Marie, or follow the show at Dress for Music. You can also check me out on Facebook, DJ Nani Marie. Okay, so it is the CEO Takeover tonight, part 1 on Dress for Music. I have Mr. J Hatch himself calling in just a few minutes. We didn't get to him last week because we ran out of time. So he's on the show tonight. If you don't know who J Hatch is, you need to get familiar. He is the CEO of iStandard. He is also the founder of Get Your Buzzed Up Showcase, and he is the VP of Coast to Coast Mixtape. So now you know who J Hatch is. And iStandard is a worldwide producer showcase. They have showcases in the UK, they have showcases in Canada, and they hit about 25 cities in the United States. So if you're a producer and you're tuned in right now, you do not want to miss this interview. This interview is for you. Alright, I'm giving away tickets right now. 13th caller, call me up, 845-362-0013 if you want to win a pair of tickets to the Love and Laughter Comedy Show at Suji Steakhouse this Saturday, February 11th. Doors open at 8:30. The show starts at 10 o'clock. So it's a good alternative if you don't want to go out on Valentine's Day. You can definitely call me up right now, 845-362-0013, and win a pair of tickets to the Love and Laughter Comedy Show. Alright, so we're about to get into this next record. It's your girl Nani Marie, 1300 AM, WRCR.com. Keep it locked. Alright, if you're tuned in, you're listening to Dress for Music. It's your girl Nani Marie. Check us out on the internet, log on to WRCR.com, click that listen live button, or you can download the Live 365 radio app on your phone, keyword 1300 Rockland. So look, I promised you all last week, but we ran out of time. I have a special guest on the line right now, Mr. J Hatch himself. Hello, how are you, sir?
Hey, what's up, baby? What's going on?
Hey, man, it's been a real long time. How have you been?
I've been good. Just moving around. It's been hectic. Just trying to get ready for New Year and do some big things, you know?
That's what's up. So, for all the people listening who don't know who you are and don't know what you do, just give them a brief description of what you got going on, all the companies that you're running, because I know you got a lot of them. So,
no doubt.
All right.
My hands a little bit of everything. I'm the co-founder of a company called iStandard Producers. We do the largest producer showcase across the country, 25 major cities. We also run iStandardProducers.com, the online shopping, production shopping experience. We try to hook up new producers with major label placement opportunities. We help place records with Rick Ross, 50 Cent, the Diddy, list goes on. I'm also the founder of GetYourBuzzUp.com, which is a nationwide artist showcase that we do with Hip Hop EX, Flood Watches, and New Era baseball caps. And I'm the VP of Coast to Coast Mixtapes, and I consult them on their branding and event coordination. So what I do, I consult. I have a new T-shirt line coming out in the fall called Mobile Status. Do a little bit of everything. I got my hands a little bit of everything, you know?
Very cool, very cool. So I've known you for a while. I think maybe about 7-8 years.
Yeah.
8 years. I think I went to one of your first producer showcases back in was it like Remote Lounge, I think it was?
Yeah.
In New York. It's back when you did a showcase in New York every single month. Can you just briefly describe how you took your brand from just being in New York City to having showcases all over the country and even overseas? Am I correct?
Well, actually, this year we'll be in Toronto and in London. We have some tentative dates later in the year, but we're everywhere. We're Miami, LA, Chicago, Philadelphia, Boston, San Fran, Hartford, Connecticut, everywhere. I mean, the show's just been taking off. We basically started because there was a need. There was a need for producers to have a platform for a producer showcase. Not necessarily a beat battle, but it's not really about like who can make a track faster than somebody else or who could flip a sample. This is more about education and presentation. And the producers just started spreading the word like wildfire, where we put them on stage. They get verbal feedback by people like No ID and Swizz Beatz and Rock Wilder and, you know, executives like Lenny S. or Sean Money XL. And a lot of these producers were starting to get really good looks, meetings, placements. And then we started the website because we started getting so many submissions from places we never even heard of. Chile and Romania and just all over the country and world that couldn't get to the actual live event. So we started the online platform that helps spread the word. Now virally, our website gets about 2 million hits a month. We're just about revamping it March 7th. We just got interviewed for Double XL, so we'll be in the freshman issue as well. So we get a chance to read up on us what we got going on. And we just started growing our staff. Our staff's about 45 people strong.
That's
we
crazy.
have rep in each city. We have writers, videographers. We have the GM, VP, president. It's just crazy. I mean, it really took off because the producers really enjoyed the experience. I think the word of mouth would let the world know.
Okay. Are you surprised that it took off, or you knew from the jump this is what you were going to do and you were going to get there? And
I was a little surprised at how fast the reception was, and how good it was. Like how good the reception was so fast. Like literally the first show, we ran to about 300 people in little ass Monroe Lounge. You know, upstairs, downstairs, packed. You know, we had some of the biggest things in music out for our first event. We had A&Rs walking in the building because they heard about it. And I think it made such an immediate impact that all of a sudden people were like, when are you coming to, Philly, or when are you coming to, Miami? So we started partnering with some major conferences that actually called us and said, hey, do you guys want to, be a part of our conference and do your show? And that literally started to spread the brand. We were part of the ASCAP Expo every year in LA, which is one of the biggest conferences in the world. We got called by Sean Money XL, the co-founder of the founder of G-Unit, to do our show at his one-stop shop producer conference. So it just started to spread, and next thing you know, I think the viral side, once Twitter, Facebook, and all that stuff started to get, advanced, that really helped us out as well. There was no Twitter when we started out. There was no Facebook when we started out. Well, that was an email blast, so that was pretty much it.
I remember those email blasts. Okay. That's what's up. So what advice would you give producers now trying to get into the game? What would you tell them?
I would say first and foremost, be patient and be humble, and don't have a plan B. If this is something you want to do and it's what you want to do for the rest of your life, you got to believe in yourself 100%, and you got to put every effort into making it happen. I mean, networking, building real relationships, get out from behind the computer and go shake some hands. Don't be afraid to give out a beat CD. Don't be afraid to work with some brand new artists. You never know who the next big, dude is going to be. So I think you just have to be a well-rounded, humble individual willing to build relationships and sacrifice anything to get to your goal.
Exactly, and they also need to submit their music to you.
Oh, yeah. So iCanItProducers.com. Go log in. We're booking right now for New York, Philly, LA, San Fran, and the ASCAP Expo. And then we'll be in South Carolina and Pittsburgh and Houston in April. So we're booking for the first half of the year. So iCanItProduce.com. That's just button.
So when's the next New York showcase?
The next New York show is this month, February 28th and 29th. We have a live interview with Ron Browse on the 29th. We're doing a celebrity deep cipher with a couple of brand new up-and-coming dudes that place a lot of major records. Like Willie B, who just did Rigor Mortis from Kendrick Lamar and Busta Rhymes. Two other people too, so definitely come out and check it out.
And are you already booked for producers, or you have some open slots?
I think we have a few on the 28th, but we're pretty much booked. We may do another one in March because the demand is so incredible. So definitely get your submissions in ASAP, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, and how can artists submit music for Get Your Buzz Up for the artist showcase? They can go right to GetYourBuzzUp.com, and there's a submit page. You can just upload your music right there. And then we're booking right now for New York, March 5th and 6th. We have a couple of slots left for February 21st in Philly. And then we're going to be booking for Providence, Virginia, Miami, and Atlanta.
Man, I hope people are taking notes at home. I hope they're taking notes at home. We have someone real serious on the phone right now. This is a huge opportunity for artists, producers right now. So, Mr. Hatch, how can people reach you? Shout out to Twitter, all that. Yeah,
no doubt. The best way to get in touch with me personally is through Twitter. Just go to @Mogul Status, MOGUL Status. If you want to get more information on Get Your Buzz Up, just follow us at Get Your Buzz Up. Spell it out correctly. And if you want to get some more information on the producer shows, go to @iStandard. That's ISTANDARD. If anybody has any mixtapes coming out, you want to get it all over the place, definitely get out of Coast to Coast. It's the #1 downloadable mixtape series online. And we just dropped the Yellow Wolf joint last week. Producers, we also had instrumental opportunities sitting on for those CDs. So we do a little bit of everything for everybody. So just get connected.
Awesome. And if people didn't have a pen, you can also hit me up, and I will get you in touch with Mr. Hatch himself. I want to thank you for calling up. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you having me. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, man. Take care. Have a good night.
All right.
All right. It's your girl Nani Marie. We're on WRCR 1300 AM. Log on to the internet, WRCR.com. Listen to us live. It's my pick of the week. Yes, it is. It's LDJ. Tonight's the night. Shout out to the whole Grade 4-5, LJ Records. Nani Marie, keep it locked.
Talk to y'all for a second. Hey, ladies.
I keep my mind on my mind, got a pocket full of full of jobs. Shit is about to real nice. Somebody.
Okay, if you like that record, that was LDJ, local artist. It's called Tonight's the Night. I love that record. I think it's so dope. Shout out to the whole Grade 4-5. Shout out to LDJ. If you're tuned in right now, you're listening to Dress for Music. It's your girl Nani Marie on WRCR 1300. All right, it's time for this week's industry wrap up. So we're going to do the top 5 stories this week. Alright, so number 5, Lady Gaga has a new tour. Lady Gaga unveiled dates today for her Born This Way Ball Tour in Southeast Asia and Australia and the rest of the world, including dates in Europe, Latin America, and North America. Live Nation Global Touring CEO Arthur Fogel and his team will steer the tour as they did the bulk of the Monster Ball Tour 2010 through 2011, which grossed $188 million. Oh man, I would love to be Lady Gaga. Alright, number 4, Boyz II Men are back. After supporting their new album 20 with a string of European tour dates, Boyz II Men are headed back to the States for an extensive 2012 tour. The veteran R&B group, best known for hits like End of the Road and I'll Make Love to You, are set to kick off their stateside tour tonight, February 9th, with a performance at New York's Carnegie Hall. The 36th tour date will run across the U.S. before wrapping up later this summer in California. So I definitely got to check them out. I love Boyz II Men when I was younger. I grew up on their music, so I definitely need to check out those dates when they're in New York. Anybody want to go with me? Let's go. Alright, number 3. Jay-Z is the second rapper to perform at Carnegie Hall. Many notable artists have performed at Carnegie Hall, but this past Monday night, the stage belonged to Jay-Z. Jay-Z, born Sean Carter, is the second hip-hop act to perform at Carnegie Hall. Wyclef did so in 2001. He performed a 2-hour set, including Izzo and Empire State. And he was joined by New Yorkers Alicia Keys and Nas, and he was backed by an orchestra of 30 plus and a band that included Questlove of the Roots. Number 2, Missy Elliott and Timbaland are to release an album this summer. According to MTV News, Missy Elliott and Timbaland will both launch new albums this summer. Timbaland stated, "Missy and I are both coming out with our albums at the same time, and it will be in June," he said. "Right now, we're just preparing to get both our videos, our first single shot at the same time. We want to do it as a movement. This will be Elliott's first album release since 2005, The Cookbook." And number 1, the Grammys, this Sunday, February 12th. The 54th Annual Grammy Awards will air this Sunday at 8 p.m. on CBS and will be hosted by LL Cool J. Grammy highlights include performances by Adele, Rihanna, Chris Brown, Tony Bennett, Foo Fighters, Bruno Mars, Bonnie Raitt, Paul McCartney, Lil Wayne, Drake, and many more. The Beach Boys will perform together for the first time in more than 20 years this Sunday, and the Allman Brothers will receive the Lifetime Achievement Award. Adele and Katy Perry are both nominated for Record of the Year. Adele, Rihanna, Foo Fighters, Bruno Mars, and Lady Gaga are all up for Album of the Year. J. Cole and Nicki Minaj are both nominated for Best New Artist. Kanye is nominated twice in the Best Rap Album category for Watch the Throne and My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. For a complete list of this year's Grammy nominees, log on to Grammy.com. Alright, it's your girl Nani Marie. You're tuned in to WRCR 1300 AM. About to get into this next record. Let's go.
Young Clem, we in here. 5 o'clock in the morning. Might be 3 though.
Alright, it's your girl Nani Marie. I'm about to get out of here. You're listening to Just for Music on 1300. Make sure you tune in on the internet, WRCR.com. Click that Listen Live button. And for next show, if you want, download that Live 365 radio app on your phone, and you can take me anywhere. Keyword 1300 Rockland. Alright, so I just want to let you know that I have Mr. Jesse Atkinson calling up next show. He is the founder of the Underground Music Awards, the founder of the A&R Power Summit, and he is also the CEO of Urban Threshold. So we're going to continue with the CEOs next week. I also have Torch from Maybach Music calling in next week, so it's going to be crazy. Everybody wants to tune in. Shout out to Mass Pike Miles for calling up last week. He's also son of Maybach. Big shout out to him. Shout out to Whole Grade 45. I see you. We're doing big things. Shout out to my little sister Melissa. She made me do that. And I'm going to leave you with my parting advice. Think before you make power decisions. Weigh the pros and cons. Indecisiveness is a sign of weakness. So if you make the wrong decision, you better stick with it, or else respect is lost. MMA Sports Talk is up next. Shout out to the whole 1300 AM fam. I'm out. It's your girl Nani Marie. Get at me on Twitter. I am Nani Marie. Peace.